After my master kicked me out, I opened a tavern in town and started taking in strays. A one-legged beggar, a widow with a kid, and an old couple who only had each other. Then one day, my master dragged me back to the sect to strip my spiritual root and save my dying junior brother. That day, the cripple let out a sigh and stood up. The dusty old cane in his hand turned into a sword. The blind kid next to the widow opened his eyes, nothing but chaos swirling inside them. The frail old couple glanced at each other and smiled, and just like that, they looked like teenagers again. Their whole presence was a dead ringer for the statue standing in front of the number 1 sect. Yefeng, any chance I can get a little extra wine today? No wine today. I just fixed your clothes and you've already wrecked them again. Huoji was a beggar from town, missing his left leg. I felt bad for him, so I let him stay at the restaurant doing light work, room and board included. He pulled his weight, so I bought him a new outfit as a reward. But just one day later, the clothes were covered in slash marks, like something sharp had cut right through them. What? I was out practicing my sword. You know sword energy doesn't have eyes, man. Don't listen to him, boss. This cripple's been daydreaming about being a sword immortal. Right. A cripple becoming a sword immortal? Yeah, in his dreams. Ha! I bet someone took out his leg on purpose, just to keep him from hurting anyone. The customers laughed and talked trash loud enough for everyone to hear. Through all of it, shameless Huoji kept on smiling, but I caught a flicker of something forced behind that smile. Apologize to him. Everyone froze, hands stopping mid-motion. You want us to apologize to a beggar? Right, what did we even say wrong? Things were getting tense fast. Huoji tugged at my sleeve. I'm fine. If you're not going to apologize, get out. If you apologize to us right now, I might think about letting you off the hook. I grabbed the cleaver off the table, kicked off a pillar, and leapt onto the dining table. The blade was barely an inch from the big guy's throat. Once it hit him, his whole body started shaking, cold sweat running down his forehead. Please, spare me! What's wrong with being a cripple? You hold a sword with your hands, not your feet. Apologize to him. Yeah, okay. Sorry, man. We were just running our mouths. Don't take it to heart. Once the others saw the big guy fold, they scrambled to apologize too. All right, you're an eyesore. Get out! The whole group stumbled their way out. I walked back to the counter and opened the ledger. Huoji stared at the table. Barely any food was gone. A flicker of guilt crossing his face. Yefeng, don't stick up for me next time. I'm fine. Who said I was doing it for you? I just can't stand people like that. Say another word and I'm cutting you off. Okay, I'll drink. Yefeng, come quick. Moyu's having another episode. I rushed to the kitchen with Lu Hui. Moyu was only 10, her tiny body curled up in pain. I put my hand on her shoulder and channeled spiritual energy into her. A moment later, she coughed up a mouthful of black blood and opened her eyes. Lu Hui exhaled in relief. Yefeng, Moyu's only alive because of you. We'll never forget what you've done for us. If there's ever anything we can do, just say the word. I wobbled to my feet. Burning through that much spiritual energy left me dizzy, and the brand on my wrist was throbbing. This wasn't something they could help with. I pushed through the pain and dragged myself back to my room. Then suddenly the door swung open. I felt a familiar spiritual energy ripple. Master, what an honor. Sorry I wasn't here to greet you. Do you have any idea how forbidden it is to use spiritual energy down here? I'm aware. Practicing dark arts and showing no remorse? I have no disciple like you. I said nothing. My mind was all over the place. What did he even come here for? The only reason you're alive is because of your junior brother. He's on the brink now. Give up your spiritual root to save him. Are you willing? Bai Ningbing's words hit me like a plunge into ice water. His tone wasn't asking, it was a threat. I already knew he didn't come here for my consent. I have no choice. Please, just let me say goodbye to my friends. Won't take long. Bai Ningbing gave a nod and sat down. I let out a slow breath. I walked to the front hall. Out in the yard, Huoji was stuffing his face with flatbread and sides. Lu Hui was piling food onto Moyu's plate. Yefeng, come eat. I made your favorite, braised pork knuckle. Yefeng, I forged you a sword. Try it after dinner and see if it feels right. I looked at them and said nothing. The grief and bitterness were almost suffocating. I'd never get to see Huoji swing his sword or watch Lu Hui dance again. Never see Moyu recover. Never even get a proper goodbye from those two old fools. I'm leaving. Like dropping a stone into a still lake. All three of them looked up at me. Huh? Little Feng, where are you going? I could feel his little hand trembling. Don't worry, I'll be back soon. I ruffled his hair and handed Lu Hui a small bottle. These are spirit pills I made with my energy. Give him one when he's not feeling well. I've got some things to take care of. The restaurant is in your hands for now. Huoji pulled out a sword and handed it to me. Take it with you. I nodded and ran my hand along the blade. Leave tomorrow, and bring warm clothes. No, I have to go now. Someone's here to pick me up. You don't have to see me off. They don't like being seen. Don't go, big brother! Little Feng has his own things to deal with. Stop being difficult. I packed up, told myself not to look back, but right before stepping out the door, I turned to Huoji. Can you do a quick sword dance for me? Come back and watch. I'm still a little rusty. I swallowed my disappointment, and with all three of them watching, stepped out the door. I'll be back soon. I stiffened for a second, turned away, and gave a small wave back. The moment I returned to the sect with Bai Ningbing, chains appeared out of nowhere and wrapped around me. The guarding disciples rushed over immediately, like they just laid eyes on a demon. Yefeng has been secretly colluding with the demon clan. He is hereby returned to the sect, thrown in prison, and will stand trial at a later date. Bai Ningbing looked down at me, a hint of mockery in his eyes.